Good day, everybody. Uh, According to Dale Carnegie, he said if you want to criticize someone, he said first of all you look for three good things the person do. Then before you criticize that person in the last thing the person does, And today I'm going to be first of all tell Mr. Herbert all the good he has done for Edo before I will criticize him. This is like a constructive criticism. So now you what they call constructive criticism. So first of all, the guy that suspended Oshomole was given an award by Wesley Hotel. Thank you very much. That was fantastic. So today, I'm giving my own award to Abat Obaze. So this is my award to Abat Obaze. Is this book. Today is Sunday. Peter was walking in the temple. So he saw this leper. This leper told Peter, sir, please give me some money. And Peter, with this disciple, Peter told this man, he said, silver and gold I don't have. But what I have, I will give to you. He took the crippled man, he raised up his hand, he said, stand up. So the crippled man stand up. So today, Albert, I know you said you want phone, you want laptop, you want car for campaign. No, this is what I have. Okay, I will just tell you a brief history about this book. This book, according to Warren Buffett, he said the greatest investment he has done in his life is investing in this book, reading this book. So I know if you read this book, it's going to get you like it's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. So it's going to take you places as a politician, as a social media influencer, and everything. So this award, Albert, you have my number, inbox me. Anything you want me to order this book for you from Amazon, something like that. So let me tell you another good thing you have done. So I'm going to be ranking you with some of the top guys in this world. So I'm going to be ranking you with people like Malcolm X. I'm going to be ranking you with people like Marcus Garvey. I'm going to be ranking you with people like Gandhi. I'm going to be ranking you with people like Nelson Mandela. I'm going to be ranking you with people like Martin Luther King because of your bravery. Some people will be saying, why calling you, okay, let's give you a living legend now. I'm going to be calling you Louis Farrakhan because of your bravery. Some people will be saying, why give Albert all this award? Why calling all these names? Okay? In the whole universe, in the whole world, Albert is the only guy that stood up to the greatest and danger leader in our generation. Okay? According to my shaman in America, he actually called this guy this guy is more dangerous than the South America gang. The leader of this gang, he says more dangerous. I will just tell you a little bit story about the South America gang. My friend Shima, he lives in Dublin now. He was in Argentina. He told me in South America, those guys don't mess around, man. In the prison, they cut off people's throat. So with Eranomigo, with all he experienced, said that this guy is so dangerous that he's even worse than those gangs. That is to tell you how dangerous this guy is. And Albert was able to face this guy. You understand? Albert just married. He had a baby who went. And still yet, I don't know how he sleep. And he received a call the last time. A guy called him, Albert. Once Obaseki lose election, we will come and burn your house. Or you give it to me for 900,000. Maybe roughly, just for argument's sake, Albert's house worth 15 million. So he stood there with all this attack and everything. He stood. Just watch Eramono, go and watch Eramono video. I describe this guy. Okay, lot of you are chatting about do this, about do that. Most of you, your family are in America, Canada, but how bad the family is in Nigeria. With that bravery and everything, still standing. That is why. Okay, let me just make it local, so that people will understand what I'm saying. Abat should be given, his statue should be put, it's a living legend. His statue should be put in a Edo State, people like Asoro. You understand? Because of his stand. He have stand against the terrorism. Okay, so I'll say that now. Maybe just look for some of the constructive criticism. I want to talk about him, like, you know. So that's why I wear this t-shirt, you see. This t-shirt is unique. Everybody is unique. So I read the book. It's called the 50th Law. In that book, there was an architect, okay? An architect, and they give him to draw a plan of a house. So what was popular those days in America was they call it the Georgia House, the Victoria House. So the architect decided, look, I don't want to be building the same structure that people are building. I want to do something different. Just for example, in Edo State, now people are building for flat. Maybe that's what is ruining. But the architect says he doesn't want to draw that. He did his own plan. And this is a quote from the architect. He said, no tree in the forest are the same. No tree in the forest are the same. So everybody is unique. You know, that brings me to the issue of John Osagi. You know, John Osagi, his gift, one of his gifts is a fine boy. Okay? He's using his fine boy to eat. Okay? I'll quickly tell you a story. I used to follow John Osagi. I share all his video. But when he started having integrity issue, I stopped. And there was one of those on his wall. I asked a question, you know, about his integrity. Then one of these women just challenged me. He said, you, Victor, you are a friend to John Osagi. Why are you challenging John Osagi? Whereas this woman was a very nice woman to me. All my posts in Facebook, that time she liked it and everything. I was even thinking, when I go to France or Spain, if I'm coming back to Highland, I may even visit her, because that's how the close is. Since I just talk one bad word about John Osagi, she blocked me. You understand? So, married, okay, let me use bank for example. If you go to bank, if it's a guy that is attending to this beautiful woman, he will want to attend to that beautiful woman because it's a gift of beauty. If it's a man, the woman like the man, so John Osagi have that beauty. Okay, I will give you an example now. My partner coming from Nigeria, you know, he said, honey, someone just paid to release my car. My car was clamped. Maybe it's because it's the gift of her beauty. So that's what I'm saying. You, Abat, you have a gift. Okay, you can speak. Sometimes one of the reasons I come to watch you is because of the way you speak, to learn from your English. Okay, in the ancient Greek, okay, to be a leader is compulsory to be able to speak. They call it orators. You have that. That's a gift. According to Warren Buffett, that is an asset that can last you 55 to 60 years. You already have that. Another gift you have is music. You can sing. You understand me? If it's Benin music you want to sing, you can connect with people like Noah Magbe or Akobegia to blend you up. Or if you said you want to sing our life like Victor Waifo, you can come to me. I don't know them personally. I may know someone that know them. If you want to sing like Fela, you can contact me. I know what I don't know these people, but I read article about them. So normally someone that wrote the article, I've met them in person. So they drop their number on that article. I can use that. I have their number. Contact them to put you into the music line, and then they put you into music line, or they put you to. Do you know how much they pay people like Richard Branson just to speak? So leave Abat with his gifts, and you focus on your gift. But I'm not saying if you still feel you want to attack Abat, you have to wait after this election. Okay? So we have to be mature about it. You understand? Everybody is born with a gift. So let me just rush because I don't have too much time. So I will quickly give you a story about my own gift. You see, this my chest have saved me 2 times. I'll just tell you a story. I went to Travis Christian College. Okay, it was an evening class, a jam class. So I was sitting on top of one of those stories building, and one of our friends was standing outside that compound in front of that Travis compound. Then the next thing I saw, a guy just went to this my friend, slap him left and right. Poo, poo, poo. As I saw this, I wanted to run to go and help him. One of my friends called Eboka, hold me, say, Victor, if you don't want these people to use knife to stab your nyash, don't go. So I said, okay. I stopped. But not up to 2 weeks, I don't know how I got that ring. Either I bought that ring, or when my sister brought it from Italy, I was checking, in those luggage, anything we pick up. So I put the ring. So I was at evening lecture. This evening lecture is because I was about to write jam at that time. So this boy saw this ring. And he said, why am I wearing a ring with bed on top? It was publicly. So that's how I buy market. So when it reached my turn to be humiliated, slapped 2 times in the compound, the guy they sent to come and slap me, when he get to where I am, liver fed the guy. The guy was like, the next thing he do, the guy pushed me in my chest like this, boom. He said I should not look at my chest. Then I look at this guy and say, don't you know me? You just look at me. Otik Binoba, you just grab me. You understand? What is the moral of this issue? Apparently, I've offended that guy. That guy was coming. Anything could have happened. I could have been killed, or anything could have happened. But he just automatically realized that he knows me. Okay, I know the guy today. I know where the guy has a shop today. His shop is between Teza, May, Joshua, and Mobi. The guy is still there today selling in the boutique. I know the guy till today. The point I'm trying to make is that if people send you to go and fight someone, to go and kill someone, at least if you get there, just listen to them. Okay? I will quickly give you our area father, our Shema, the guy I'm talking about. Okay? I'm more closer than this, our area Shema, our street governor, than he knows. Okay? My grandmother was responsible for your delivery. That's what I was told. Because my grandmother used to help people to deliver. Okay, that is how I close. So my grandmother saved your life. So that time you came to meet me in my hotel, you could have killed someone that the grandmother saved your life. Then I will talk about the other guy, Eze. Okay, you went to White House because of Eze. Eze was my younger brother in Travis. When Eze come to Travis, people say, I told everybody, this is Eze, please don't touch Eze. Eze is my younger brother. But I heard a rumor, I didn't hear a rumor that you are the one that take his life, but I know that you went to White House for it. Because some of your relatives took Eze to a primary school and eliminated. The point I tried to make is that when you meet me in that hotel that day, and I was begging you, I was trying to explain to you that I know you. You were not prepared to listen to me. But look at that guy now. That guy I told you that saved my life that day. We are now friends. And the reason I'm talking about this is I saw a video on YouTube where people take an ass to be eating someone's head, chatting, hug me. That guy they killed could have helped them in the future. Nobody knows. So the point I'm saying, don't waste people's life. They send you to go and do something. At least think about it, my brother. Think about it. Okay? So, I've made that point. Let me just see, because I will be rounding up very soon. So, Albert, I will just because I watch you a lot. I learn from you. So, I will talk to you about humility. I think you lack some humility. I've met you one-on-one. You are very respectful. But the issue is that I don't like the way you are calling people illiterate. This, you don't have to believe me or not. Okay? Humility, I will give you an example about humility. You must have heard the story about Colonus and Peter. Okay? Colonus was a military general. He has a big house. When Peter came to visit Colonus laid down and worshiped Peter. Peter said, no, stand up. So that's what a leader does. This is a military general, a leader. Peter went to his house. So that, and a leader, great. Okay, another example we give to you is Obaseki and Oba of Benin. When Oba of Benin went to the government house, Obaseki lied down. That's his humility. Okay, this story is on YouTube. So I think that's one of the things you have to work on. Work on your humility. And you're always talking about all these people you are insulting in Europe, you're always calling them illiterate. They just give an example. Most of these people have what I call European P. So to get a foreign European P, maybe in Spanish, in French, or in Italy, or whatever, you have to study their language. Language is very difficult. Okay, my son is French. I decided, so I want to learn French. It was extremely difficult for me to learn French. Okay, you always tell us you have a degree. We have always saw your NYSC certificate, but we don't know what you specialize on. We don't know if you are an engineer. We don't know if you are a lawyer. For me, for example, I'm an accountant. I will tell you, this is my profession. So you have to be very careful the way you disrespect people. You know, this is just a constructive criticism. So I could quickly tell you people that have been extremely successful that don't even have a degree. Okay? People like Malcolm X. Okay? If Malcolm X is talking intelligently, it's better than you 100% because Malcolm X is my leader. Okay? But he has no degree. Another guy is Ty Lopez. I've been in his class several times. Ty Lopez have no degree, but he teach online. Okay, another person is Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn, to buy Jim Rohn book online on Amazon, it costs over $150. Jim Rohn only spent 1 year in college. Okay, tell me who PhD in the world, who are you? You know that is a PhD that have a book on Amazon that is selling for $115 today. But Jerome did not have any PhD. Only 1 year in college. Okay, I respect people. I respect an illiterate that have a common sense than someone that have a PhD that don't have a common sense. Okay, you people are too hooked up in education. I will quickly use 2 examples to give you. I told you on the street, Dr. Miles Maron. Okay, when he was doing, if you are reading book, they will tell someone that review it, will write his name there. John Maxwell was one of the people that reviewed Miles Monroe book and gave it a thumbs up. John Maxwell, if you see his name, is just John C. Maxwell. Finish. These people, Sony, IBM, all the top insurance companies pay John Maxwell millions just to come and teach their leader, just to come and teach their manager. You understand? I bought this book, Alexi Yama. I saw some Nigerian people that review Alexi Yama book. I've done the book review. Go and check it. You see a Nigerian man, his name, only a Nigerian man name. We have like 39. CFF, PFF, name. You understand? You people respect degree too much. That's not how the world work. Okay? If, for example, someone like Monica come to Highland today, okay, he can speak Dutch, he will get 25 euro an hour because that's a skill. You that come with your ECPOMA certificate, I don't know where you get your certificate, come to this country, right? You will be getting minimum wage. Okay? They don't give job. I've explained that before. They don't give. It's what the market is. The market that value you. So please start. Be respecting people. So I'm going to be closing now. Like I'm going to be closing now. Another gift I have is reading. What brought me into teaching online is because I was getting all this idea, and I said I can't keep it to myself. According to Jim Quick, one of the most intelligent guy on earth, he said if you are teaching people about what you have learned, you are relearning it. So it's like you learn it twice. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm happy to go online and teach people what I learned. Okay? And before I end this video, I just want to quickly give 2 quotes. So one quote is from Bishop T.D. Jakes, and this is what he said. He said the greatest battle is when you are closest to your destination. The greatest battle is when you are closest to your destination. Okay? But it's not Uhuru yet. Okay? Now they are saying, the Fulani boys are saying they are bringing the military on the day of the election. So we still have a battle to fight. If John Osagie want to come and support, leave him. Okay, the sky is big enough for all of us to fly. Okay, let him come and join us. And don't stop the fight with Godsend family. Let them join us, and let's first of all deliver Obaseki first. So he said the greatest battle is when you are closer to your destination. Okay, I want to use this opportunity. Anybody that is watching, please send this video to people like Asari Tokubo, the Niger Delta Avengers, and people like Nnamdi Kanu, IPO Brafa. Okay, you say you want Benin support. We need your support now, because the Fulanis are threatening us with soldiers. So I'm going to give you the Brafas now. I'm going to give you a commitment. If you people come and support us in a dual election to deliver Obaseki, tomorrow, if you decide to leave Nigeria, we'll make sure we protect you people from the Fulanis. I'm just telling you now. That is my word to you, Brafa people. Come and help us, as the Fulanis are threatening us with the military. Okay? So the second quote I'm going to make is that he said, you will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stone at every dog that barks at you. Okay? You will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stone at every dog that barks at you. That was Winston Churchill, one of the greatest British military leader. Okay? It's not everything you see on YouTube or Facebook you react to about. You have to mature. Okay, for example, at that language, because John Ibizugbe can speak French. I need to add that because it's very important. John Ibizugbe can speak French and Spanish fluently. He can make him money in any way he goes in the world. So stop calling people illiterate. Stop underrating people. So I've already said I just wanted to add that. Okay? John Osagie, after election, we can talk about, you people can be fighting. I'm happy to come on YouTube to watch you people to entertain me. But for this election, we have to come together. Okay? I was obliged to do this video because of people like EU Tete. I don't know if you see EU Tete. I saw a video. You know, the whole Facebook have caught fire. And I know EU Tete. So people said he live in Ireland. I don't know if you see EU Tete, but I saw that video on Untouchable Mama. Okay? And I want to tell you, whether you are EU Tete or that Benin woman, I don't have money to take my children to this country to come to school. Okay? Even though I bring my children to this school, maybe your children is going to go to this school in Ireland, they are going to government school. I won't allow my children to go to government school in Ireland. I will put them in private school, and I can't afford it. And I can't afford to take my children to Canada, where our area godfather took his children to. I want my children to grow up in Nigeria. Now that we have a governor that is going to make sure that our children grow, like what Ali did during his time. Please, don't use God-sent family to come and cause problem for us. Okay? Don't stop all this. Amas Malaga. Okay, I see your post. I responded. You never respond. Okay, bro. I keep saying this thing. Even my friend or my WhatsApp group, I keep saying this thing. We are not voting for Herbert. Why is it that anytime about you talk about John Osagie, you people will just attack Herbert? Attack Obaseki. Please stop. Okay, let's deliver Obaseki. Okay, thank you very much to Osano Hunokudi. Obaseki is the project. God-sent family, you are welcome. And but I saw that poster you are talking about. You are complaining why that poster. There's nothing wrong with that poster. You are complaining why you didn't put Shaibu in that poster. How is that your business? Okay, please, you people can see. He can put anybody in that poster. Leave him. See, if you are confident, I'm confident about myself. That's why I don't jealous anybody. See, in this life, nobody is complete. Okay? Jonas Agin is a fine boy, but he doesn't have a shine. I'm not laughing at him now. You're a short man, but you have a shine. I don't know if you understand. Everybody, don't envy anybody. If you don't see me and you want to be like me because you don't know what I'm going through. Every month, if I tell you my payroll, you may not want to be in my position. So everybody is different. So before I end this video, I want to make sure I review everything. And you take it, please. This fight on social media is stainless. They said you join our part as well. We don't need this. Okay? The real enemy are the mafias. And let me warn you, all these military leaders. Your time is over. My uncle was a captain in the Nigerian military. There's a reason why they say retired general. Okay, our area governor is taking you people, retired general, from post to post, from ITV to be talking. Your blood are hold. You people should stay at home. This is our time. And I'm telling everybody now, this is our time. Is this time or no time? Okay? Osano maybe it's 40 plus. Abat is just close to 40. John Osage is just roughly close to 40. Me, this is our time. We need to take our destiny in our own hand. Some people say, my God, shut up there. You went the diaspora. You get what did they vote? But I don't have it. I don't have a card to vote, but I have people. I talk to all my friends, people in my group, to vote Obaseki. Because Obaseki is good for business. Okay, before your land, before you put block, people will come. The little money you want to use to build that, they will extort everything from you. These are young boys that just sit on. Do you know, I go to some community, early in the morning, like you see over 50 boys just sitting, waiting for community money. That is disgraceful. Okay, we have to stop all this. Okay, you take the place. Stop this, Amas Malaga. Don't, if you want to attack Abat, but don't be using it to rob Obaseki. I just got to beg you. And you treat is very right. Abat, we all know you are getting something from the government. Fine. We are not getting anything. But I'm doing this for my children. My children are my next generation children. So that we don't run from Edo State to go and die in Morocco. All these general, you people failed us. So we not fail our children. So I'm telling you now, if you know your father is a retired general, I don't care if you are 16 to 18 years old in this country, they have already drafted them to go and fight in Lebanon. You think you are still a baby? You have to put your destiny in your own hand. You have to tell all these leaders, the day of voting, go and watch history. Yeah, you hear the Adolf Hitler boys. They are always 14 years. In Sierra Leone, in Rwanda, you are 16, 18. You think you are still a baby? Okay? In Sudan, people that took out the government in Sudan, they are young people like us. 20 something. Alexander the Great was not up to 25 when he conquered the world. Babangida, how old was he? David, for Christian, David was not up to 40. Nelson Mandela, how old was he? Martin Luther King, he was not up to 40. Martin Luther King was not up to 40 when he got a Nobel Peace Prize. Okay? This is our time. We have to take our destiny in our hand. All those retired generals that is following street governor going everywhere. If you are 16 years old, 18 years old, the day of election, change your papa for bed. Because if he come to election ground, I'm warning you now, we will retire them in the election ground. If you retire, go and stay in your house. Okay? So, this is the longest video I've done, and I make sure I cover everything. Because, like I said, how about concentrate on your talent? Go and meet a Kobelia. Or no, I'm going to blend you in Benin music. Okay? If that Fela music you want to sing, I can help you out. And you're a great speaker. Okay, look at that girl that usually do news now. Do a news channel that report news, that Yoruba girl. They give him award everywhere. Today they will invite him to Canada to go and speak. You can speak. Your English is good. It's clean. You can compose yourself. That's a skill. Everybody cannot be blessed with the same talent. So forget John Osage. Let him join. I'm not saying you people should not fight, but wait after the election, then you can start your fight. Okay? Thank you. And I'll wait for my next video. Thank you very much. This is Victor Vince. Peace. Take care.